Virgo. This person will find the courage to say something to you in the next few days. You'll feel it before you hear it. You'll perceive it in the energy, in the way she looks at you, in that silence that becomes too heavy, in that deep breath she takes before anything, before giving up again. But this time it will be different, because she's getting there. She's gathering courage. She's rehearsing words. She's deciding she can't hold back anymore. And you who always notice everything, who always sense when something is different, you already feel it, don't you? You've already realized there's something important, something big, something she needs to say but hasn't said yet. And part of you wants to ask, wants to force it, wants to end the suspense. But another part knows it needs to wait, that she needs to arrive in her own time, that some words only come out when they're ready. And these are almost there, almost ready, almost on the tip of her tongue. And in the coming days, they're coming, finally. And when they come, everything changes. Because truth always changes, always transforms, always opens doors that can't be closed again. So get ready, because it's coming. And when it arrives, you'll need to be ready. Ready to listen, ready to receive, ready to let change what needs to change. Virgo, the first question is, who is this person? And here's where it gets interesting, because it could be someone obvious, or it could be someone you never imagined. It could be someone you've been waiting to hear from, someone you know has something to say, someone you see struggling with words, someone you feel is keeping a secret. And you've been patient, you've given them space, you've waited. But also, you're also getting tired of waiting, tired of feeling like there's an elephant in the room that nobody mentions. And this person? They sense your impatience. They sense that time is running out. They sense that if they don't speak now, they might lose their chance. They might lose you. They might miss the moment. So they're forcing themselves. They're pushing themselves. They're gathering courage they've always lacked. And soon, very soon, they speak. Or it could be someone unexpected. Someone you don't think has anything to say. Someone who seems comfortable with silence between you. Someone you've categorized, filed away, decided that the relationship is what it is and doesn't need deep conversation. And you're wrong. Because this person has been holding something back for a long time and has been struggling with it, struggling with whether to speak, whether it matters, whether it changes anything, and finally decided, that yes, that it matters, that it needs to be said, even if it changes everything. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if you don't know the outcome, it needs to come out. And it will. In the next few days, when you least expect it, from the person you least expected, and it will take you by surprise. It will make you question everything you thought you knew about this person, about this relationship, about everything. And what does this person want to say? What is so important that they are gathering courage? Let's explore possibilities. Because you need to be prepared. It could be a declaration of feelings they've kept hidden for too long, because they were afraid of rejection, afraid of ruining the friendship, afraid that you don't feel the same. And they kept it to themselves, and observed, and waited for a sign, for confirmation, for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment never came, so they decided to create a moment, decided to take a risk, decided that living without knowing is worse than risking and losing. And they will tell you, they will say they love you, or that they want more, or that they see you differently, or that they can no longer pretend they don't feel it. And you will have to decide. Decide if you feel it too, if you want to try, if you are willing to change the dynamic. And decision? It's not easy, it never is. Or it could be a confession of wrongdoing, of something she did, of something she hid, of something she owes you. And she carried the weight of a secret, carried guilt, carried shame, and tried to live with it. Tried to pretend it was okay. Tried to carry on as if nothing happened. But she can't anymore, because the weight is becoming too heavy. Because the distance the secret creates is hurting too much. Because she wants real connection. And real connection requires truth. So she will confess. She will tell you. She will expose herself. She will risk you judging her. That you will distance yourself. That you won't forgive her. But she will do it anyway. Because she can no longer not do it. And when she says it, you will feel it. You will feel the courage it cost you. And you will have a choice. The choice to forgive, to understand, to stay, or the choice to distance yourself, to protect, to end it. And neither is wrong, just different. Or it can be a request for help, for support, for your presence. And that's a difficult one, because the person is admitting vulnerability. They're admitting they can't do it alone. They're admitting they need you. And asking for help? It's scary. It's exposing weakness. It's risking rejection. It's opening up to the possibility of not receiving anything. So they postponed it, tried to solve it alone, tried to be strong, tried not to bother you. But they reached their limit. They reached a point where asking ceases to be a choice and becomes a necessity. And they will ask. They will look you in the eyes. They will take a deep breath. And they will say, I need you. I need help. I need you to be here. And you? You who always show up? You who always help? You'll want to say yes immediately. But you'll also feel it. You'll feel the weight of the request. You'll feel the responsibility. And you'll have to decide. If you can. If you want to. If you're willing. Or it might be true. Truth about you. About something she sees. About a pattern she notices. About behavior that sabotages you. And she knows you don't want to hear it. She knows it will hurt. She knows it might create conflict. But also, she also loves you enough to take the risk. Loves you enough to tell you the hard truth. Loves you enough to be honest even if it costs you the relationship. Because she sees you hurting yourself. Sees you repeating mistakes. Sees you trapped in a pattern. And she can't stay silent anymore. She can't stand seeing without saying anything anymore. So she's going to speak. She's going to confront you. With love. With care. But she's going to confront you. And you? You'll want to defend yourself. You'll want to explain. You'll want to show her that she doesn't understand. But before you do that, before you refuse, listen. Really listen. Because maybe, just maybe, she's seeing something you don't see. Something you need to see. And why now? Why not before? Why not later? What changed? What created this urgency? First reason, she's tired. Tired of keeping it a secret. Tired of pretending. Tired of not saying anything. And the tiredness accumulates. Until one day, it's no longer possible. She can't hold on anymore. She can't perform anymore. And she breaks. And when she breaks, words come out. Truth emerges. Courage comes. Not because she's become stronger, but because she no longer has the strength to hold on. Second reason, she almost lost you. Or she glimpsed what it would be like to lose you. And she panicked. And she realized. She realized that keeping a secret, keeping the truth a secret, it's not worth the risk. It's not worth the possibility of losing you without ever having said anything. So she decides. She decides that it's better to risk saying it than to lose without trying. Third reason, she saw a sign. A sign of you. A sign of maybe? Maybe you feel it too. Maybe you're waiting. Maybe you want to hear. And that glimpse of possibility, that ray of hope, it gives her the courage she needed. It gives her the push she lacked. It gives her the strength to finally speak. Fourth reason, life changed. Circumstances changed. And she realized it. She realized that if she doesn't speak now, she may never have another chance. Why are you leaving? Why is she leaving? Why is something ending? And endings create urgency. They create a need to not leave things unsaid, to not carry regret, to at least try. Fifth reason. She grew. She matured. She evolved. And the person she is now? She has courage that the person she was didn't have. She has clarity that she didn't have. She has strength that she didn't have. And she looks back. She looks at all the time she kept quiet, and she decides, no more. No more silence. No more fear. Now she speaks. And how will you know? How will you recognize when the moment arrives? First sign, she will seek you out. In an unusual way, with strange urgency. I need to talk to you. Do you have time? Can we talk? And it won't be casual. It will have weight. It will have seriousness. And you will feel it. You will feel that it's not a normal conversation. Second sign, she will be nervous. More than normal. More than makes sense. She will be restless, fidgeting, avoiding direct eye contact, breathing differently. And you? You who read people so well? You will notice. You will notice that something is happening. Third sign, there will be pauses, long pauses. Pauses where she is struggling with words, struggling with courage, struggling with herself. And you will want to fill the silence. You will want to make it easier. But don't. Let her. Let her find the words. Let her get there, in her own time. Fourth sign. When will you finally speak? The first words will be preparation. I don't know how to say this. This is difficult. I hope nothing changes, but... And these words? They are a warning. They are a sign that what's coming is big. It's important. It's scary for her. So when you hear them, pay attention. Prepare yourself, because it's coming. Fifth sign, you will feel it in your body. You will feel that sensation, that flutter in your stomach, that racing heart. Because the body knows. The body always knows. Before the mind processes, before words are spoken, the body is already reacting. So trust. Trust your body. Trust your intuition. Trust that you will know when it's time. And when it happens, when she finally speaks, what do? First, you breathe, because there will be an impulse to react immediately, to respond quickly, to fix things, to deny, to agree. But don't do it. Not yet. First, breathe, process, feel. Second, you listen, completely, to the end, without interrupting, without planning a response while she speaks. Just listen. Because what she is saying, it cost her a lot. It deserves to be heard completely. Third, you give thanks. You give thanks for courage. You give thanks for honesty. You give thanks for trust. Even if you don't like what you heard, even if it hurts, even if it complicates things, you give thanks. Because courage deserves recognition, always. Fourth, you ask for time. If you need it. If you don't know what to say, if you need to process it, you ask. I need time to process this. Can I answer you tomorrow? This is a lot, I need to think. And the person who loves you, who just exposed themselves, they will understand. They will give in. They will wait. Fifth, when to answer. When you finally have clarity, you are honest. Completely honest. Even if your truth isn't what she wants to hear. Even if your truth hurts. Even if your truth ends something, you speak. Because she was brave enough to tell her truth. You should have the same courage with yours. And truth? Always. It's always better than a kind lie. It's always better than false hope. It's always what allows real movement. Forward. Even if forward is separate. And what does this mean? In the grand scheme of things, on your path, in your evolution. This conversation, it's not just about what she's going to say. It's about what you're going to learn, about yourself, about how you receive truth, about how you deal with other people's vulnerability, about how you respond when someone takes a risk. And you will learn. You will learn about your ability to hold space, to be present, to be compassionate, even when it's difficult, even when you'd rather not be responsible for other people's feelings, even when it's easier to run away. And the learning? It will stay. It will transform you, regardless of what she says, regardless of your response. Transformation is in the process, not in the result. And there's something more, something about courage that she's demonstrating, about the example she's setting. She's showing you that it's possible. Possible to speak the truth, possible to take risks, possible to be vulnerable. And you? You have your own truths kept hidden, your own unspoken things, your own conversations you need to have. And you've been postponing them because of the same fears she had, for the same reasons. But seeing her courage, maybe it will inspire you. Maybe it will give you permission. Maybe it will show you that it's possible and that it's worthwhile, that it's always worthwhile to speak the truth, even when it's scary, even when you don't know the outcome. Because living with the truth spoken is always better than living with the regret of never having tried. And in the coming days when she comes, when she finally speaks, remember that this is a person, a real person, with a real heart, whose heart is beating too fast, with real hands that are trembling, with real courage that cost everything she had. And she deserves it. She deserves to be received with kindness, with respect, with honor, regardless of what she says, regardless of your response. The act of speaking, she already deserves that, and you can give it. You have the capacity. You have the maturity. You have compassion. You just need to choose. Choose to be present. Choose to be kind. Choose to honor courage. And when you choose, when you truly do it, something beautiful happens. Even if the conversation is difficult, even if the result is painful, the process, it can be beautiful. It can be respectful. It can be an example of how humans should treat humans, when they are courageous, when they are truthful, when they are real. So get ready, Virgo. Prepare your heart, prepare your mind, prepare your space, because someone is gathering courage. And soon, very soon, they will speak. They will tell you something important, something they've kept inside, something that needs to come out. And when they say it, you will be there, ready, open, present, and you will receive, with grace, with compassion, with honesty. And regardless of what is said, regardless of what you answer, you will both come out different, transformed. Because truth always transforms, always liberates, always opens. And openness, even when it hurts, it's always better than closure. Always. So when it comes, let it come. Receive. And allow it. Allow it to transform what needs to transform. Allow it to change what needs to change. Allow it to open what needs to open. And live, courageously, authentically, truly, as they are about to do, as you can too. Finally,